I'm gonna tell you a story. The first thing you have to understand is time doesn't work the way you think it does. Welcome to the cult. I'll be talking to you. You can call me Oracle because that's what I do. As we be on the path of the hedge march quartz and the bramble and the bramble and the thistle and the briar rose. It's the path of the hedge and the bramble thistle. And as we move along, there be things that we know. So perhaps you know about the magic squares and the Boggle. And as you have to know, if you want to say, if you want to know about mathematics and magic, you can conceive of Bagua as a trinary function. And then we move along for the way to be, a bit more of the chemistry of the metals be. Woo! So we are on to the Four of Wands. From the four great saves planted in the foreground, there is a great garland suspended, two female figures uplift nosegays at their side as a bridge or remote, leading to an old manorial house. They are for once almost on the surface. Inventory meetings. They are for once almost on surface. Country life, repose, conquered, harmony, prosperity, peace, and perfected work of these. Reverse. The meaning remains unaltered. Increased felicity, beauty, and embellishment. So on that note, we have, for your Sanskrit use, we have food, ana, and consume, sati, P-S-A-T-I. Ginger, adraka. Bread, rotika, so you can have an adraka, rotika, Gaia, or a gingerbread house, Gaia's house. And on that, we'll get through these. Hedge, goma, wood, costa, hedge gate, vertivara, mamsa, flesh, cigar, dumalati, cigarette, tamakunati. Important note for anyone who engages or is especially if they're like me, if they're white, and you don't know a lot about native cultures. Here's something important about pretty much all syncretic religions involving that come out of Africa and Native American culture that is very important. They both actually consider tobacco sacred. That's not a joke. That's very serious. Sacred stuff is sacred stuff. Just because it's not sacred to most white people doesn't mean it's not sacred to them. To the people who actually consider it culturally sacred. I'm just saying. So on that note, effigy, putala, doll, putrika. So if you all know enough about voodoo to know what a voodoo doll is, that is an effigy, putrika. It's a putala putrika. It's an effigy doll. That's literally what it is. Sivyati is so. So up is prasivyati. So on is pratisi vyati. So loosely is abhayati. So together is asivyati. And so round is abhisivyati. And to swing around the back, I mentioned the 40 servants and the 40 Patmon and the 40 servants of a particular school of chaos magic, or Avastya Stata Maga. Chaos magicians. Pretty legit. So there's the Katra Patman, or the four devils of Jordel, of wealth, or Shri, Harvan, of health, or Arogya, Varman, of wisdom, or Praja, and Kravnak, of happiness, or Nirvirti. So if you want to get into them, there's a whole section about what they're called devils, but they're not actually evil. It's just what they're called. The whole explanation of that is actually on Adventures of Woo-Woo if you want to read into it. You can take my word on it, or you can go read on it yourself. I'm just not going to get into it right now because that would slow me down from actually reading out the names. So there's the adventurer, the Sahasika, the balancer, Santulanekam, Carnal, Visayanakam. Chaste, Aviplavakam. The contemplative, the Yarinakam. Conductor, Nirvahaka. Dancer, Nata. Dead, Preta. Depleted, Avaksaya. Desperate, Hatazakam. Devil, Potman. Explorer, Pariksaka. I, Durs. Father, Chanaka. Fixer, Minoteakam. Fortunate, Dayanakam. Gatekeeper, Rajadevarika. Giver, Datar. Guru, is Guru. Healer, Visage. Idea, Vikara. Levitator, Vasin, Jana, or Flying Man. Librarian, Grantha Daman, or, Library Knight. Because actually there's no word for librarian, I kind of had to make one up. Lovers, Kamin Ka Kamina. Master, Natha, Media, Madhyama. Messenger, Prayagya. Monk, Avastamba, Moon, Soma. Mother, Sneha. Oppressor, Tapana. Planet, Priyadatta. Protector, Palaka. Protester, Nidarzanakam. Road opener, Margavasara Drodara. Saint, Muni. Seer, Vivas. Son, Savitar. Thinker, Suri. Witch, Kirti. And those are the 40 servants and the 4 devils. Also, I just noticed this actually today. There's a section of Nidana cards, like cards about important concepts in Buddhist cosmology and philosophy. There's death, Mrityu. Birth, Janma. Becoming, Bhava. Grasping, Grahana. Craving, Riparaga. Sensation, Anubhuti. Contact, Samparka. 6 senses, Satsatana. Gladness, Mudita. Tranquility, Zanti. Concentration, Dharana. Disenchantment, Akirtya. Liberation, Moksha. Name and form, Namapura. That's actually really huge. Body, Sarira. Focus, Psyche, Cetas. Interesting about, there's a lot of terms for mind in Sanskrit. As near as I can tell, you have your Samoha, which is basically like your general illusion of your mind. Your Cetas, which is your psyche, which is basically falls in like the causal level, which is pretty convenient for bringing it up now. All of these together form your consciousness, or Satana, which all have formations, or Viyuhu, inside of which, including your Bodhisvapna, your waking dream, and just your Mon, or the illusion of your mind, specifically from a human. Mon is specifically the illusion of the human mind, as opposed to different animal minds, plant minds. Plants have minds. It's very, like, a lot more of a communal thing, because if you've ever been into a tree, like a forest, and you've been like, this entire place is alive. Yes, that is specifically what I'm talking about. Alright, getting off of consciousness. Formations. Viyuha, ignorance. Avidya, suffering. Dukkha, faith. Bhakti, give me a bhakti. Rapture. Hristi, happiness. Santosa, insight. Diti, equanimity. Upekkha, wisdom. Praja. By the way, big points on equanimity and liberation. Generally speaking, those are considered the goals of meditation. Is upekkha, or be able to approach everything with equanimity. Basically, have an effectively an even keel in every situation. Even if the equivalent of having an even keel is being as Vajra and being like, nope, I'm going to be a wrathful deity now. That seems like the appropriate way to react. If you have cultivated upekkha properly, honestly, rage is something that it's okay to have, because you're a human being, and humans sometimes feel rage. It's a thing. All right. So, respect the ashra, the ashra Paul, respect the Loa for the way of the cigars of their way. And, yeah, I'll finish up with these. So we have the 4 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, the 4 of Wands. That's why I did the 4 Potman and the 40 servitors. Sometimes I actually mildly plan this. But only mildly, because I went to the wrong I went to the sword sections of the wands for the inversion tarot. Alright. Man. Alright. Oh, goodness, I went in the wrong direction. How dare I? Four of Wands, reaching a milestone. Acknowledge and celebrate what has been achieved so far before the next phase begins. A solid foundation is laid for future growth and prosperity. Feeling happy and secure about the present, confident about the future. Shaky foundation and stability on shaky ground. Something amiss at a party. Underlying tension. Alright. And we have the Crowley thought, the Crowley thought, the Crowley thought. Bum bum dum. That's all. Woo! And last but not least, Flame of Spirit. Agni of Sita. Should probably look up what is. La 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 la. A phase of development is complete. The structure you built based on revelation and good intention is strong, but in some ways you no longer feel connected to that structure. Know that the old structures must frequently be abandoned and make way for new growth. You are growing, beginning a new phase of your life. It is as if your own personal wheel of fortune is turning again. This is necessary in order for you to grow. Search your heart for the right course of action. And that is for Bonjo. And this is Oracle I'm saying to you from the Astra ether of the Taros Wapna. Agasha mic drop to the soft spot of the Yamasadanya. Oh, there goes these bees. Dream softly and safely, everyone in the weed.